I've been in financial planning long enough to know that most people see what I do as numbers, contracts, and calculations. And they are not wrong, but what they don't see, what never makes it onto the policy document, is what happened before someone signed it. The quiet conversation that started it, the person they were thinking about when they made the decision, the love they were trying to protect, without making a single sound. Now, most people will never know the story behind someone else's financial plan, but I do. And today, I want to show you what I see behind the numbers. If you ever wonder what financial planning really means beyond the documents and the numbers, save this video. This one is different. Now, I came across this is a story recently that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. I'm sharing it today not to talk about the numbers, but to talk about what love looks like when nobody is watching. A mother came to me quietly one Sunday. She didn't come in with urgency. She didn't come in with fear. She came in with something much quieter than that. Observation. She had been watching her daughter's life unfold, the way young couples today carry so much at once. BTO, a new home, renovation cost, building savings from scratch, all while navigating an economy that makes even simple joys feel like a compromise. The cafe visits after a hard week, the gym membership and the classes that keeps her sane, the small things that make a difficult life feel livable. She noticed her daughter and her partner working hard, planning carefully, doing everything right, just that with very little margin for any error. And she thought to herself, I want to do something quietly, without anyone knowing. If this already feels different from any financial content you have seen before, follow me, because this is the conversation I think we should all be having. She didn't come to me because her daughter was struggling. She came because she wanted to give her daughter a head start, quietly, privately, without any fanfare. Not a handout, a head start. She wanted to grow the money meaningfully, not leave it sitting in a bank account collecting dust and minimal interest. She wanted it to work, to grow, to be ready just in time for when her daughter needed it most. But here is where her wisdom truly moved me. Now, when we discussed the amount, she was very deliberate, very measured. She chose a figure that was meaningful, but not excessive. Just enough to ease the weight of the renovation cost. Not so much that it would change the dynamic between her daughter and her future partner. She understood something that most people never think about, that real love between a mother and daughter also means protecting the integrity of her daughter's relationship. She said something I will never forget. I want my daughter to have a partner who stands beside her, not behind her, not in front of her, beside her, two people building something together, equally. She wanted her daughter to feel supported, but not entitled, not rescued, just quietly loved in a way that gave her more room to breathe. Save this video and share it with someone who needs to be reminded that this is what financial planning can really look like. That mother never mentioned premiums to me, never asked about returns first, never led with numbers. She led with love. And then she asked me to make the numbers work around it. That is why I wish more people understood about financial planning. The document is cold, the terms are technical, the numbers can feel overwhelming and distant. But behind every good financial plan, there is always a person, always a reason, always a love story of some kind. A parent who never wants their child to struggle. A spouse who wants to make sure their partner is never left with nothing. A woman who finally decides that she deserves to be protected too. The numbers are just the language we use to express what words sometimes cannot. And that mother who came in quietly on a Sunday, she wasn't buying a financial product. She was writing a love letter in the only language that would outlast her. Numbers, documents, a plan that would still be working for her daughter long after the Sunday conversation was forgotten. Follow me if you want more content that reminds you what money is really for, because this is the conversation I have every single week. I share this story today because I think we have forgotten something important. Financial planning was never meant to be cold. It was always meant to be an act of love. For the parents watching this, your children feel your love in 1,000 ways every day. But the decision you make today to plan, to protect, to prepare, that is the love they will feel long after you're gone. For the young couple watching this, someone in your life may already be loving you in ways you cannot see yet. Quietly, but deliberately, behind the scenes. And for the woman who watched this, who has been putting off protecting herself and her family, you don't need a grand gesture. You just need one quiet Sunday, one conversation, one decision made entirely out of love. That is where every great financial plan begins. Not with numbers, with love. And if you are ready to have that conversation, reach out. Let's find the love story behind your numbers together. If this story moved you today, save it, follow me, and share it with someone whose love deserves to be protected properly.